DMV Muay Thai. I'm here today with my guest Alejandro Ochoa, fighting out of Dominion BJJ. Welcome, Alejandro. How are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Of course. And at this point, you are a veteran of the event. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Fought on the first one last November actually,
Yep. 1 year ago, and then
1 year ago.
the second one in May, and here you are back. Trying to think if anybody else has that same record. Off the top of my head, I don't know. I have to go back and check, but I don't think anybody besides yourself is going to be on all three events. So congratulations for that.
Thank you, thank you. No, it's been a fun time.
Hmm.
Good, well run event. I really liked each and every fight, every matchup. It's been fun.
Yeah, and you fought on a couple of different events around the region. So just can you talk a little bit about just your fighting experience and yeah, how it's been for you fighting on the MTAC events, being the first of its kind in Maryland.
Yeah, yeah. I fought in TCB last March was my first one.
Hmm.
That was my first like official amateur fight. I had a few smokers before that. Just like tag gym smokers, a couple like sister gym smokers type of thing. But I was working my way down in weight over time, just trying to find my good weight class, where I'm at, where I'm standing at. And then I think MTAC was my first same day weigh-in, so I really wanted to kind of
Hmm.
see how that was comparatively to like, TCB and stuff like that. And I really like the whole atmosphere. I
Hmm.
mean, it's the no weight cutting, highly discouraged,
Right.
type of thing.
Hmm.
The meals before the fight is always good.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Shout out to Darius and Tara for showing up with the breakfast layout for you guys the last time. That was awesome. We'll have to check and see if they're going to show up this time.
Yeah, no, it's always a great time.
Yeah.
My opponents have been a lot of fun as well.
Mhm. Yeah. So yeah, speaking of that, what do you think about this current matchup? How are you preparing for this one? Anything different or business as usual? And any thoughts on your opponent?
Uh, Business as usual.
Hmm.
Not much has changed with my training regimen. I try to stay consistent as far as the training goes.
Hmm.
Um, you know, Maybe the intensity gets a little bit higher. And my diet gets a little bit stricter. But other than that, I mean, it's just like the old saying goes, the you don't got to get ready if you stay ready type of
Yeah.
thing.
Uh-huh.
So I just constantly keep on training. I did see a couple of clips of his fights, TCB.
Hmm.
He looks very skilled, very good, very technical. So I'm looking forward to the fight. I'm super excited. It really gives me an opportunity to test out my skills. I feel like I've just improved so much these past couple months since the last MTAC. I feel ready. I feel great about it all.
Good. Can you can you talk a little bit about like your trajectory in fighting? I know, you mentioned you just had your first official bout, I guess it was last year at TCB, and then a few more. Like, how have you kind of progressed? Like each time you fight, it's a little bit of a learning experience, right? You even whether you win or you lose, you take back a few things from each fight. So, can you talk a little bit about how that trajectory's been for you?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Every single fight since the first one, my first opponent had like 7 fights under his belt, and it was my first one. So just straight from the gate, I just learned so much just stepping in the ring for the first time, and then little by little, I feel like I've been developing my weaknesses, really focusing on my strengths, and just trying to level myself up as a fighter. Just day by day, opponent per opponent. Every single time I've come out and I've learned something, and I feel like every single fight I just progress even a little bit more.
Good. Anything like you can kind of put your finger on, like specifically about your technique and skills that you've picked up from these fights?
This past year, since I've really been starting to focus more on my defensive capability.
Hmm.
Just trying to learn to control a little bit more distance management, a little bit
Yeah,
more technical in and out. I've always been the shorter fighter, so I have to come up with different ways to get in, because I you know pressure's always been kind of my thing. I really like just pushing forward.
yeah.
But I've come to learn little by little. You can't always rely on that.
Hmm.
You gotta think a little bit further, really calculate everything. So that's what I've been kind of focusing on, is just learning to calculate and just time everything. Just, well, little by little.
Good. No,
More
yeah,
more
no, that's great.
defense is the best offense, I think.
Yeah, good balance, right? No, that's cool to hear. So I talked to your teammate that's also fighting on the card, Sean Bars, and you know, tell me a little bit about, your gym culture, your coach, how you like training there, that sort of thing.
Oh yeah, I've very very similar story as Sean. We've been pretty close. He's definitely been there the longest as far as
Mhm.
the people, but I've been there since, I want to say, like 2018. My coach, Jose, we used to be co-workers before I actually knew he even trained.
Oh, how
So
about that?
I knew him for a little bit of time before that. And then I just joined the gym one day, and immediately fell in love with it. It was all because of weight loss at first, and then little by little, like, just everybody that would train there, they just inspire me to keep on pushing forward. And I saw some people have fights, and it really made me want to just, see how far I can go, just with the whole concept of my whole history with the weight loss and the struggling with all that. I just really want to just keep on moving forward, and seeing, how far I can take it. My coach, he always pushes us to make sure that we're as ready as can be at any point in time. Every single day, he makes sure that we're ready, regardless of whether we have a fight coming up, or we don't. We just kind of have got that embedded in our mind to just keep on working, keep pushing each other, keep supporting each other. It's, you're up on that ring by yourself, but
Yeah,
everybody around you, throughout the whole journey. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them.
that's awesome. You mentioned weight loss a little bit. Can you talk about like where you started with your weight and how you got to this point?
Yeah, the all my life I've really been overweight. I guess since I was like 7 years old, I just started gaining weight, and I never really wanted to do anything about it. I tried, over the years, weightlifting and supplements and stuff like that, and I just couldn't stick to a single thing. But when I started training in Muay Thai, that's when I really stuck with something that I was able to stay consistent with. I think I got upwards to 280 plus pounds.
Wow.
I remember the last time I stepped on the scale before I took it super seriously, it was like 285, I want to say. And I did not want to step on the scale after, after at least I dropped at least 40 or 50 pounds. But Muay Thai was really, really what, pushed me forward. My coach really pushed to, I I used to always be the slowest one, the biggest one in the gym, but he used to always push me forward. And the consistency, the mindset that he kind of developed into me has just stuck with me, and in every aspect of my life, with everything that I'm doing now. It really would not, I don't think I would have been able to do all that without him.
That's incredible. Wow. So you're literally fighting at over 100 pounds less than where you were at your heaviest. So wow, that's a pretty inspiring story to see how your Muay Thai journey turned that around for you. Congratulations.
No, absolutely. Thank you very much.
So going from there, is there anybody? I know you mentioned your coach, and maybe you want to mention him again. Is there anybody in your gym or just in general that inspires you on your training? journey in fighting?
I really want to say, like I mentioned, my coach and my teammates, everybody at the gym, that literally everybody inspires me. Whether they just joined or they've been there for years. I really look up to everybody that stepped in the ring. Everybody's that's kind of been there to help me on my journey. I definitely pick up from. I try to absorb everything like a sponge. Everything. Everybody has their own different styles. Everybody has their own different sort of technique, and they just inspire me in their own ways. I mean, and of course all the major people. All the fighting celebrities. Out in Thailand and just seeing them on the big stage is
Yeah.
just maybe one day, maybe one day.
Yeah, there you go. Fighting celebrities. Is there any like big names that you like to follow in the sport?
I've been following and watching and learning a lot from like Liam Harrison lately. Like of course like Buakaw, Sanchai,
Yeah.
all the ONE FC people,
Sure.
RWS.
Uh-huh.
Uh Everybody they're fantastic, and I just love to what makes them, to that level, and see what I can absorb from them.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's cool. Um, let's see here. Do you have any words for people coming out to support and watch you fight?
Really appreciate it. Just come out and support. I hope I'm able to put on a good performance. I'm always there to ready to brawl, ready to fight. We just put on a show. I really hope everybody enjoys the performance. I hope I can showcase what I've been putting to work these past few months since my last one. I didn't quite get the decision last time, but uh, we're here. We're gonna see where we improve, and I hope I can. It's gonna be fireworks.
Awesome. One last one. Favorite Muay Thai weapon?
Oh, I've really gotten to love the elbows recently. My elbows, and I think I want to say like my lead kicks lately. I've really like just mix up my weapons lately, but I want to say definitely elbows
Okay.
so far.
Salt. Okay. Yeah, you
Yep.
got it. All right. Well, awesome. Can't wait to see you throw some elbows in your fight on November 1st. And yeah, best wishes in your training. Thanks for taking the time out to talk to us today. And once again, congratulations on being a three-time MTAAC veteran. We look forward to seeing how far you can keep it going.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm there to perform. I hope I can put on a good show.
You always do. Thank you, Alejandro. We'll look forward to seeing you in just a few weeks from now. Take care.
Appreciate it. Thank you. To you as well.
All right. Bye.
Thank you.